Hello there. It seems that the UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss doesn't trust the French and Germans not to stitch Ukraine up. So President Macron of France is continuing his bilateral talks with President Putin of Russia about ending the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And the UK government is fearful of a stitch-up of Ukraine along the lines of the Minsk agreements brokered by France and Germany after the last incursion into Ukraine by Russia when it captured the Crimea in 2014. And the UK view is rightly that Ukraine has to be the ones talking to Russia. It can't end up being silent in the room while everyone else carves the country up. But in the world of realpolitik, the UK government will also have its own angles. While some in the EU, especially Germany, have done all they can to not upset the Russian gas supply lines, the UK has taken a firmer anti-Russian stance. The UK has put a lot of political, economic, sanction and defence capital into Ukraine, upsetting Putin in the process. But was it all done for totally altruistic purposes? So what are we hoping for in return? Who knows? But we do need to be realistic here. If Zelensky does get out of this with some sort of intact, militarily neutered and neutral country, it will not be the UK he turns to for help. He will instinctively reach out to Brussels, however badly some of its member states have let Ukraine down, especially if Putin achieves his Novorossiya or New Russia plan that so many commentators have been talking about, where Russia wrests control of the whole of the east and south of Ukraine from Kharkiv across to Transnistria, the Russian-controlled portion of Moldova, thus making the remainder of Ukraine totally landlocked, with its only route for imports and exports being through EU member states. But worse, just about all the high-value manufacturing areas would then be controlled by Russia, and the Ukrainian population would halve. Now, I know a lot of people out there think that Putin doesn't want anything like that, and that all he wants is a neutral, non-NATO missile-hosting Ukraine as a peaceful next-door neighbour. But whatever we think about this, others have different ideas. For example, there are reports that Moscow backing Serbian fighters are going to fight for the Russian side in Ukraine, despite doing so being illegal under Serbian law. With BalkanInsight.com quoting Serbian Chetnik warlord Bratislav Zivkovic as saying, "Many people who want to defend Novorossiya are sending me messages. Don't doubt it, there will be Serbs there, as always." Remember, many Serbs do feel obliged to help Russia after the help Moscow gave them in Bosnia and Kosovo. And right now, Bosnia and Kosovo are asking for the West to engage more with them and speed up EU and NATO membership to stabilise the region against Russian influence. And President Osmani of Kosovo claims that Russia is using Serbia to destabilise the Western Balkans. So are we about to see Novorossiya become a real thing, aided and abetted by France and Germany maybe? Something that would redraw the European geopolitical map.